Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. All right, let's get on this. Talking about University membership package, or actually UNA membership package. I am yours truly, Diva Laree. I am yours truly, Diva Laree, with UNA University and UNA Republic, saying hello. All right, let's get into this thing. What are we talking about? What are we dealing with on today? We're dealing with the UNA membership package. All right. Now, you will notice the title of this session is Knowledge is Your Freedom. Knowledge is your freedom. Now, let's show this membership package. This is an example of the UNA University membership package. What is it? This is a trust, all right? This is a trust. Some of you all have heard me call it my get out of jail free card, and we're going to talk about what it is. The membership package also comes with a membership ID, and it has a QR code on the back that helps you get access to the documents that you put on record with UNA and with the county. Now, I need to explain this membership package. Ladies and gentlemen, I want y'all to know I love your halo. Everybody in YouTube, welcome and thank you. All my people in TikTok, welcome and thank you. Now, once again, I'm representing with UNARepublic, okay? And we're talking about the membership package. This is a trust. What is a trust? It is a very, 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 very powerful tool in this dimension that we call the matrix. Very powerful tool, and it helps to establish your own jurisdiction. It helps to establish your own jurisdiction and free you from the jurisdiction of those who are committing tyranny against those of us who do not wish to be under their jurisdiction. Now, I'm going to go into how powerful this trust is and why important it is in a second. But I want to get on the membership badge and what it is. Now, during the time of COVID, there were a lot of people whose jobs were forcing them or attempting to force them to get the jab. Okay. And with this badge, a lot of our members and students were able to use it to keep their job from trying to force them and or fire them because they were refusing to take the jab. This membership badge states and shows that you are a member of UNA. Now, the biggest part about this, and this is why we talk about having knowledge, the biggest part about this is recognizing what this membership badge actually is and what it represents. It represents that you have made a covenant with your God, and it represents that nobody has the right or authority to try to overstep your God and what your God said for you. That's what this represents. And this is why when they would present this to their job had to back off. Some people have told me about how they got a lawyer to do it for $600 or $700, $800, whatever it is. All right. Yeah, well, the membership badge will help you do that without having to go dealing with a lawyer. The Lodial ID, what is it? This is dealing with your spiritual name. Spiritual. This one here deals with your corporation name. In all capital letters, straw man. That's what this one deals with. This is making it clear that you have taken control of your straw man and that you have a God that you stand on. Right? This deals with your spiritual name and the Lodial ID. And this is going to be the ID that you're using when you're presenting yourself. On the back, there's the QR code that gives you the ability to access your documents that are on record with UNA. So when you scan it, it'll take you directly to your documents. And if anybody has any questions, you're always able to get your trust documents right here. You get copies of them. Okay? So now, Why is all of this so important? Why is it so powerful? It's powerful because once again, you're establishing yourself as a nation. All right. These documents, you're establishing yourself as a nation. Now, I need y'all to listen up because it's not those documents really that give you the freedom. If you don't know how to use those documents, if you don't understand what they are, then you do not truly have your freedom. And I need y'all to understand this. Ignorance and freedom do not coexist. They do not coexist. You can't just expect that you're going to get these documents and stand under in ignorance and have freedom when you don't know what they are, when you don't know how to wield them. This is why when you're getting this membership package, you must go through the courses. Now you can do it at your own pace. You can do it in a day if you want to. It is at your own pace, but you must demonstrate and show that you have knowledge of these documents. It's like having, again, a weapon, the most powerful weapon in your hands, but you have no idea how to take a safety off. So a bear comes running at you, you clueless, and you are doomed because you don't know how to use these weapons. Well, understand that the system and these agents, when they coming at you, they're going to come like a bear, charging. And if you don't understand the power of the tools that you have, they are no good to you. Under ignorance, you cannot stand as a nation. This is important. If you are dealing with anybody and they're not giving you true knowledge of these documents that you're signing, then please understand you do not have freedom because you do not have knowledge. Now, I need to go into what UNA is. UNA, United Nations from America. United Nations from America. And let's understand, when we say nations, you are a nation all by yourself. You are made up of many different spiritual entities. Those playing this game know exactly who you are. The issue is that you need to learn who you are. You are a nation. And so when we give you a membership package, you are becoming a member nation. But if you have no knowledge, you cannot stand like a nation. Without knowledge, you are a child. You are considered an imbecile, someone who is dead in the eyes of the law. You are a minor. You are operating in ignorance. And so when you're getting the membership package, we're going to make sure that you are a nation because you will have the knowledge needed to be able to stand as one. When an agent comes at you, do you know who you are? And then do you know how to stand? Do you know how to use these tools? Do you know how to use these tools? Because without that knowledge, you're not truly standing as a nation. All right? So this is why it's very important. Now, when you're coming into the membership or you're getting a membership, you got to go through the classes. If you're interested in the membership package, find the link in the bio so that we can give you a consultation and get you started on your membership. You've got to have the knowledge. If people are not giving you the knowledge, then you're really not going to be able to stand. All right. This is very important. You know, we've had too many people asking, and you're supposed to ask questions. You're supposed to ask questions, and we thank you. We are here to answer your every question, but let it be clear. If you're not getting the knowledge, then you can have the paperwork. You can have this paperwork all day. It's not going to help you because you didn't take the time to gain the knowledge. And that is one thing we're very, very serious about here with UNA, making sure that you have the knowledge, because when we say United Nations, you are a nation. You are the one we are uniting with. And we need you to have knowledge. You're not coming on standing under UNA. That's not how that works. If you're in anything that you're into, if you're in it and you're standing under it ignorantly, then you will be taken advantage of. You will be devoured. Please know that. Some of y'all have heard about these other organizations. I'm not calling any names, but there's a main one. Everybody want to jump. Oh, I'm coming from under the United States. I'm going to jump over here. Well, guess what? It doesn't matter where you go. If you're ignorant, you are always going to receive tyranny. Always. And there will be no protection for you, because without knowledge, you have no protection. The knowledge is your protection. All right. So we encourage you to go into the bio, find the link if you're interested in becoming a member of the nation, if you're interested in your trust, in your membership badge, in your allodial ID. If you're interested in these items, find the link in the bio. And please note, you must have the education in order to be able to wield this information. All right. Now, I want to go into what a trust is and why it's important, and especially in the matrix, what we call the matrix. Now, what we want to recognize and understand some things about how this trust works. When there was that whole pandemic and people couldn't get in to see their parents, or they weren't letting people visit the elderly homes, what was going on? What you have to understand is that if there is no trust over that vessel, then that means it hasn't been claimed. That vessel is an orphan. So when you have a loved one, for example, that's in the hospital, and you don't have a trust over that loved one, you can't show ownership of it. And then what's going to happen is the hospital is going to do whatever they deem necessary with that vessel. And I'm calling it a vessel. The hospital gets to do whatever they deem necessary. You can't come in and say, hey, I want to see, that's my mama, that's my great grandmama, that's my, you don't have jurisdiction or authority because you don't have a trust. You can't show a title. This is like a title to your vessel. Understand this. Some of you all might know about how if you have a vehicle, you want to take that vehicle into another country. If you don't have the MSO, the manufacturer's statement of origin, if you don't have that document showing that you are the owner of that vehicle, you can't leave the country with it. And that's the same thing when we're talking about what a trust is. This is an MSO to your vessel, your vehicle. And if you don't have this, if you can't show, hey, I have title over this vessel, then you're giving the hospital, especially if you're under their care, you're giving the hospital authority over that vessel. And if you, for example, if your parent or whomever, your loved one is in the hospital, if you don't have that MSO, you can't show title, then they don't have to let you in. But the moment you have one of these, a title to that vessel, that vehicle, then the hospital can't keep you away from it. Everything deals with trust. Everything. Everything deals with trust. Everything. So when from dealing with your mother or your parents or loved one in the hospital, to dealing with child support, all right, to dealing with issues of where the what is it, child protective services is coming to your home and trying to take your child, to anything with respect to a vessel, everything starts with trust. And I said child support. Why are they coming after you for child support? Or how can they actually try to tell you you owe child support? You got to understand, and I need y'all to pay attention. And I told y'all, when y'all see me here, have a pen and paper, be ready to take notes because we're going into it. But what you want to recognize is that when we're talking about these agencies, they are not government. I'm going to say it again. I hope you pay attention and you understand what I am saying. They are not government. They are private agencies that are suing you to take away your rights. When we're talking about child protective services, it's not government. It's a private agency. And what has happened is, when especially they're talking about the child and then they're talking about you, both of y'all are children, which is what you're not getting. Both of y'all are orphans, which is what you're not getting. But the moment you put a trust on yourself, this agency has to back down. They don't have authority nor jurisdiction to charge you anymore after that. All of that being said, if the Child Protective Services is trying to take your child, again, this is not a government agency. It is a private agency trying to sue you for your rights. And what you have to understand is, as soon as that child is under trust, CPS has to back off. It's that simple. It's the same thing when you're talking about someone trying to arrest you. Okay? These cops are not government. The police department of whatever, they're not government. Not even Georgia State Patrol, Florida State Patrol, Texas State Patrol. They are not government. They are private agencies suing you for your rights. And the only way they're suing you for your rights is because you're not under trust. But once you get under trust, they have to back off and they have to respect. They have to respect your jurisdiction and the fact that they lack jurisdiction. Now, I want to know if anybody has any questions, any comments, any concerns before I get out of here. TikTok, it's been a minute. I was on tour, the Fifth Dimensional Nation tour. I was back now. Chicago, y'all, was so beautiful. Chicago was so beautiful and wonderful. It was a great session. The Fifth Dimensional Nation tour. I'll be back. We do have a VIP session for our Chicago people that is coming up. It is for you. Thank you. I love you. I appreciate you. I can't tell you how much I had so much fun on that session and on that tour. Chicago showed up and showed out. Chicago showed up and showed out as they always do. I'll be back. New York is sold out. So we're going to, you can get the link for the live session for New York. Also, we have Atlanta coming up. All right, so check us out in Atlanta. I'm not gonna say your name, FB, but thank you so much for the love. Black Tap, it's a trust for your vessel. All right, it is a revocable trust because when we're doing these type of trusts, we want to be able to change it at will. We don't want somebody telling us or having it put down where we can't change it. No, this is a revocable trust. You have the right to change it at will. All right. Lovemore says Chi-Town. Yeah, Chi-Town was so wonderful. So wonderful. Again, we've got Atlanta coming up. Find the link in the bio if you're interested in getting any of the stream, because you can catch that stream for New York. We're going to be in Atlanta. We want to see you there. We're going to put Houston and actually Dallas. We're going to put Dallas back on the schedule. And so Lovemore, look it up. But I want y'all to know it is important for you to gain your knowledge about this information, okay? We get questions about, okay, well, such and such said that when I get this trust, I'm supposed to be free, but I'm not free. Well, that's because you didn't get the knowledge. All right. And one of the things with UNA University, this is why we have the university, is to make sure that people aren't just out here trying to get this paperwork and don't have the knowledge. That's been the whole knock. People want to say that the paperwork doesn't work. You make the paperwork work. You make the paperwork work. You are the one supposed to make it work. All right. It's not where it's supposed to just all of a sudden. It's like asking the gun sitting on the counter right here, and you're like, oh, somebody came in and burglarized the house, and the gun didn't jump up and shoot. You got to work it. You're supposed to know how to work this weapon and this tool. That's your responsibility, but you can't do that if you don't have the knowledge. So we encourage people to come into the university, but we have people saying, well, I can't. I can't. Okay, all right, that's fine. That's fine. Now, if you want this document, you got to come through the class. Now, you can get the classes at your leisure. You come through, you want the membership package, it comes with the documentation, which is your trust. It comes with the membership badge. It comes with an allodial ID. But you got to get those classes and demonstrate that you have knowledge about this. There's too much of this stuff going around where people are clueless. Oh, I just want the paperwork. No, you better get the information, because it's the knowledge that gives you your freedom. The knowledge gives you your freedom, not just the paperwork. The paperwork is a tool. You got to know how to use it. So you got to have to demonstrate that you know how to do this. You know what this is. You can't just be, oh, I just want the ease away. I just want to get the, no, ma'am. No, sir. Show that you know what this is about. Because when you become a member, we take that very seriously. This is serious. You're a nation. Do you know how to stand as a nation? Yeah, you're going to know how to stand if you get this paperwork. You get this document with the UNA seal on it, you're going to know how to stand. That's bet. All right. Go and look in the bio and get the link so that you can become a member. Once again, let's go over this so that people understand how powerful this trust is. Everything deals with trust, everything. And again, this trust is like the MSO for your vessel. This trust, it is the MSO for your vessel, for your vehicle. With this trust, you become a member, nation of UNA, a nation. You got to understand, you made up of all of these spiritual entities. Diva, how many people do it take to be a nation? You are a nation. You got a whole bunch of entities in you. And again, those playing this game, they know who you are. You're going to learn who you are. When you get this documentation, you're going to know who you are. And you're going to know how to wield this document. You're going to know how to wield this power. All right? Everything deals with trust. And then once you get this information and you get this documentation, you're going to know who you are and how to wield it. The membership badge. This document here, again, I say to you how powerful it has been, especially with the pandemic. These people are trying to force you into getting something. You got to know how to say, well, my God said, I don't do that. I don't put that in my vessel. This helps you. Okay, it's not just about this, this thing, I'm just put it down and tell them. You gotta know how to say, look, my God said, I don't put that in my vessel. And then you understand, when your God starts talking, everybody else got to back up. See, y'all forgot about, because some of y'all are so mad, you found out how the preacher been lying to you and religion has been lying to you and how they've been using religion to play us. I get it. But what you want to understand is that while religion did use your energies against you and played us, there's something powerful, first of all, behind the term religion. Second of all, behind your God, and knowing and respecting that your God is standing for you and knowing how to say, hey, my God said no. There's something very powerful about that. And I'm going to go through that real quick before I get out of here. When we're talking about religion, let's understand this. You've heard about the separation between church and state. Okay, how real is that? The problem is that most people have forgotten about their God. They've forgotten about how truly powerful their God is. Listen, I lived in South America, Argentina mainly, really, even Brazil. When you're down there, you go into their stores, and their stores have all kind of religious things or pictures or images up all around, just praying hands and Mary with Jesus, and sometimes they had a black Mary with Jesus. They have all of these religious things in their stores, their businesses, and I didn't get it at first, but they keep those emblems in their store. The people there, they're ignorant now. They don't know about the difference between church and state and the separation and how to use. Look, when you got the praying hands and the Mary Mother, those are powerful tools. Those are tools. They just religious. They clueless about the fact that this is a tool. And what does this tool say? This tool say, hey, state, don't come in my business talking about taxing me for anything because my God said, I am separate from you. They forgot that. They don't know that. This is why I'm telling you, when we're talking about religion and just the term itself, right now we're just talking about these symbols and emblems that they have. They don't know these are tools. People don't know this is a tool. When the state comes at you talking about you got to pay taxes, my God said, no, I don't. Religion. What is that term? Once again, when you have a membership badge, for example, UNA is established in our title, a private religious trust. A private religious trust. Private. I mean, we're not doing business with the state. Don't come talking about taxes. Religious, meaning we are separate from the state. Trust, meaning don't come over here talking about taxes because we're not even under your jurisdiction. Private religious trust. When you show this, you're establishing that you're under a God. It can be whatever your God is. Whatever your God is. This is why we encourage people, our students, you got to write your own Bible. Why everybody else writing their testament? Book of Matthew, Mark, Luke, book of Judith, book of John, book of... Where is your book? Where is your book? Remember when grandmama used to put the family tree in the Bible and all that was part of the Bible. You're supposed to be writing your own Bible. That's what the Bible told you to do. I'm not making this up. It's not Diva Laree just saying something just to be saying it. The Bible tells you to do that. Where is your book? Again, you have the right to create your own laws and have your own Bible. And we encourage you to do so. So with this membership badge, you're basically stating that you have a God. Under UNA, you reserve the rights to whatever God that you choose to have a covenant with your allodial ID. This deals with your spiritual name that you have given yourself. We also put your documents on record, all right, so that you have the ability to access them. You can be out and about, scan this, and you're going to be able to get your documents, all right? So, do I have any more questions before I get up out of here? TikTok, thank you. YouTube, Halo. I want to thank all of y'all. Once again, Chicago, I love y'all. You don't know. That's why I'm back and forth. This is about my third, fourth trip to New York, Chicago this year, because I have a love for Chicago and the people there. They show up and they show out. Elmore, great seeing you. Gladison says, how do I get in touch? You all find, thank you, Gladison, for that question. Find the link in the bio. Kenneth says, how do I sign up? Find the link in the bio. You will see it. It says membership package, all right? Membership package. And you will we're going to give you a free consultation so that we can get you enrolled as a member, all right? You're going to have the trust. You're going to get the membership badge and the allodial ID, as well as the education. You must have the education because we don't want you out here not having knowledge about what these documents are. You have to be able to wield them. It's not that the paper does the work for you. You have to know how to use this tool. This is important to us. To us. Are we glad it's important to you? It's important to us too. Because when we sign you on as a member, you are a nation, and we're saying you stand, you know how to stand as a nation. That's important to us because if you're ignorant, you cannot stand. When you have knowledge, you make everybody around you more powerful. When you have knowledge, you make everybody around you more powerful. You can't stand with us if you don't have knowledge. Knowledge of self, knowledge of these tools. All right. Find the link in the bio and become a member. My people in YouTube, you'll be able to find the link in the description. Thank you all for your love. Now, with that being said, I need y'all to know also UNA University is going to be enrolling for fall season 2023. Fall season 2023, it starts in October. October the 16th is when our fall season starts. Y'all want to be a part of this. We do have Back to Basics where we're showing you the trust and what it is, this whole document here. All right. Understand, when it comes to sovereignty, we're going to go over all of the things that you hear people talking about when it talks about gaining your sovereignty. The number one thing is the trust. We go over that. This is number one, the trust. All right. We go over the passport and how to set that up so that you are showing up as a sovereign. We go over the SF 181 form. For those of y'all who want to deal with that status, we show you how to do it. We go over taking over your your all cap name with an EIN on irs.gov. All right. And we go over a couple of other things with respect to gaining your sovereignty and setting yourself up as trust. So these are trust documents. And we go over this and we go over just about everything you've heard about gaining your sovereignty and the things that you need to do. Thank you, Jonathan, for the love. All right. So those are the things that we go over in Back to Basics. We also have a couple of other wonderful, wonderful sessions coming up in our fall season. We have an actual intermediate course coming up called, first of all, I want to give shout out. Jonathan, thank you for the love, who is the number one gifter. Thank you, Jonathan. All right. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna tell you what our classes are for this season, so that I can make sure y'all are aware of our fall season, because we're uploading that now. We are actually in the last week of our summer season. So this fall we've got a lot of powerful topics coming up. All right, let me tell you about our intermediate session. In our intermediate session, what we're going to have is we're going to be going over how you set yourself up such that you can receive funds. Okay, we're going over how to set yourself up such that you can receive funds. We have so many people who have been told about, oh, well, there's this money and that money, and then they come in desperate and they're trying to get money, but they're not set up to where they can receive the funds. Pay attention. Right now, you look like a child. That's the way you're seen, as an orphan, as someone who has no knowledge of self. You haven't established yourself as someone who can govern their own affairs. You don't look like the bank that you have been operating as. So when you come in and I want this money and all this, do you have your EIN established? Do you have your bank account established? Do you even have your trust established? Also, let's say you get the money. Do you know how to keep it? Do you understand who you are? Because some of y'all are not recognizing that somebody is going to likely come after you when you've received whatever you received. They're going to come after you. One of these agencies out here. And then they're going to try to put you into a contract. And if you don't know who you are, you're going to enter that contract and not even realize how you got into the mess that you're in. You got to know what's going on. It's not just about money. That's why we want y'all to come out of your desperation. Because when you're in that state, you're not willing to learn, and it becomes all about the money. That's the problem. It needs to be about the knowledge, because your freedom comes with your knowledge. I hope y'all getting this. I hope y'all are getting this, because too many people are out here. They're just trying to, oh, wait, where the money at, Diva? Give it to me. I just want, you got to get the knowledge. Because if you don't have the knowledge, whatever comes to you, you won't be able to keep it. So one of the classes that we have this season is called stewardship. Stewardship. Y'all know we always deal with the spiritual side, meaning where are you? Are you in alignment with your spirit? Or is this just a desperate thing where give them the money, where the money at, Diva? Yeah. Stewardship. Are you a good steward of the power that you're about to inherit? Are you a good steward? We're going to find out, because you get ready to get it. You get ready to get it. What we have is administrative process. The administrative process is dealing with knowing how to sue somebody. Knowing how to sue somebody. I need y'all to understand that you're getting sued every day. When your light bill, water bill, gas bill comes, that's a lawsuit. Yeah. The right to take away your rights. Do you understand how to respond to it? Do you understand how to respond to the lawsuits that are coming at you? Well, that's what administrative process. We're going into that this season. Once again, stewardship, and we also have back to basics. All right. So, summer season 2023. Actually, this is winter season. We're prepared. Let me get it right. Fall. This is fall. Fall season 2023 is coming up. October 16th is when it starts. If you're wanting to enroll in that, we want you to go to the link in the bio and leave a message for a consultation so we can get you enrolled for the university. I say to you, you have to have knowledge. You got to know how to stand. It's not just about paperwork. If you're getting this paperwork and you don't have knowledge, I'm blaming you. Don't blame nobody else. You're hearing the message right here. Don't blame nobody else. When you get your paperwork, you go, well, I'm still not free. You didn't take time to get the knowledge. You cannot be free if you don't have knowledge. Your freedom comes with your knowledge. All right. I'm going to get out of here. Anybody have any questions? I'm going to get out of here. Do you mean UNA Trust Package? Yes, Gladison, UNA Trust Package. Yes, UNA Trust Package. Thank you for that correction. I guess he said UNA Membership Package. UNA Trust Package is what the title is. Those three documents is the trust. Love more the trust. This is the trust. Actually, these are the documentations that go in your trust. The trust looks something like this. Okay. This is what the trust actually looks like. This is the trust. Inside of this document, you'll see this registered mail label. This is the trust. This is the trust label here. This registered mail label. This is the trust label. Okay. So the trust looks like this. But these documents go inside the trust. Okay. So once you get your documents and everything is on record, and by the way, we do for our students who go through the school, we actually do put the documents on record for you. All right, we actually do put the documents on record for you, so they'll come back not only with the seal from UNA, but they'll come back with the seal from the county, showing that they are on record. Okay, so once you're getting your certified copies, and you will get certified copies of your documents that are on record, then they go into your trust package. This is the trust. This is the trust label here. All right. So thank you for that question. What God do you serve? Thank you, Black Tap, for that question. What God do I serve? I serve the God that says nobody can put me under a contract without my consent. I serve the God that says that I have the right to protect myself, that I have the right to travel this planet uh, without governmental documentation. That's the God I serve. Which one you serve? Hmm. You have the right to decide which one you serve. That's not something that we tell you. We don't tell you what your God says. All we're doing is giving you or making it clear that you have one. Okay, that's it. We're making it clear that you have one. Now, what your God says is determined by what you feel that your God has said to you. Do I need to authenticate my birth certificate? And we also go over in class. Thank you for that question, Louis Lotus. We also go over the birth certificate authentication. We show you how to do it on the federal and on the county level. The federal and the state level. We show you how to authenticate your birth certificate. We show you why you authenticate your birth certificate. Okay. We show you what power lies behind authenticating your birth certificate. But let's understand, the most powerful document, the most powerful one, is the trust. Period. Period. Let me see if I have any more questions. So I'm ready to get out of here. Black Tap says I was just curious. Jonathan, thank you again for the love. I really do appreciate you guys. Once again, the Fifth Dimensional Nation Tour. What a successful tour that was. What a successful tour. I-10, I hope you find us in the find the link in the bio so that you can get enrolled. But yeah, Chicago was such a wonderful, just a wonderful, beautiful people there. Also, again, New York sold out. We're gonna have, you can get those. You get the stream Again, you'll find the link in the bio if you want to get the stream. And then Atlanta, we're going to see you soon. All right. Sean, greetings. Black Tap. Yeah, you feel free if you have any questions, you want a consultation. Once again, find the link in the bio. We'll be glad to give you a consultation. And if you want to have the trust package, we'd be glad to have you as a member nation. All right, United Nations from America. And don't forget the UNA University. We're enrolling for October. We start October 16th. We have back to basics. We have stewardship. We have what do we have? Administrative process. Okay, administrative process. And in that administrative process, we're going to go into making sure you are set up. Meaning, do you have your EIN? Do you have your bank account set up? Do you have your TDA account set up? Do you know how to write contracts? That's why we just had power of the pen. Some of y'all might want to get that power of the pen class so you can learn how to write. You know how to write a contract because you do. Some of y'all think you just going, oh, I'm going to get my birth certificate authenticated and then I'm going to send it in. You better know how to write a presentment. It's called a presentment. It's a contract. It's a court of law. It's a document. You got to know how to write. Because you got to know how to give orders and give clear orders. So you don't just send it in and then expect some money to pop up in your account. That's not how that works. You got to understand this game. You got to understand how to walk like a bank. And then you're going to start receiving because you've put the energy and the time into gaining knowledge about this game. All right, I want y'all to know I love you. I'm yours truly, Diva Laree, representing for the UNA University, UNA Republic, and the Fifth Dimensional Nation Tour. I'm out of here. I am out. I love it. I love it. I love it. And I love you. Peace. UNA University for me.